Hello friends, this is Ray and welcome back to the Port of Indecision. Join me and Patty as we embark on our first riverboat cruise down the Rhine on the Viking Air. We'll be visiting Kinderdijk in the Netherlands, Cologne, Germany, Koblenz, Germany, Rudesheim and Speyer, Germany, as well as Strasbourg, France, Breisach and Black Forest, and then we'll be disembarking in Basel, Switzerland.
We sailed from the port of Indecision.
In this episode of the Rhine Getaway, we will be visiting Kinderdijk, a UNESCO site and home to 19 windmills built in the mid-18th century. We'll then travel to South Holland to visit a working cheese farm before ending our tour in Gorinchem or Gorkum.
Hey, this is Ray, and the Port of Indecision today is boarding the Viking Eir ship. I think that's pronounced correctly, E-I-R, which is the Norse goddess of healing. We're getting ready to go down the Rhine River for a 7-day river cruise, our first river cruise ever. So join us.
We were traveling with our friends Carol and Bob, and the first stop was the bar where we met some new friends, Debbie and Frank. It was time to toast to a great cruise and also celebrate Bob's birthday.
Happy birthday to you!
Very nice.
We hadn't even set sail yet, but the party was started. Well, our guest entertainers had to leave the ship so we could sail, but we didn't want the party to end, so we joined in with our one-man band, Marco, to keep the party going.
Big joint of Viking here. And the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine. That's amore. That's amore. When the stars make you drool just like pasta fazool. That's amore. That's amore.
Well, after a wonderful embarkation day, it's now time to start our cruise down the Rhine, and day one had us in Kinderdijk, Netherlands. We took a Viking transport bus to the windmill site and started our hike to the windmills.
We are below sea level. 2 meters, about me, below sea level. So it's important to keep the dikes strong. There was a lot of flooding. Every year there was flooding. And the major flooding was in 1421. And there was a little cradle flooding from a house with a baby inside in the cradle. And a cat was jumping up and down to keep the cradle in balance. And it came ashore on a dike. So a child on a dike. Child means kinder. Dijk is a dijk. Kinderdijk, children's dijk. Oh. Release. Okay. And then the whole thing stops in 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Beautiful with the reflection.
They are, yeah.
Perfect for me. Do you live here?
It's a museum, so I live here. It's a little bit old-fashioned,
But you're taking care of it.
And they spread the canvas over the wing. The millers, some millers are climbing up, and they spread it over the wing like a ladder. Just 5 minutes ago, this is right.
where the water is registered, and then they anticipate, okay, we already do some pumping. That is what
and say country manufactured cooking. So the water is there, the presentation, what is now in the reconstruction. I will explain why it is in the reconstruction. Okay, you see a hanging bridge at least, and you see your colleagues make a picture of me.
And now that we've learned how windmills pump water and keep the Netherlands from flooding, it was on to a farm to learn about how cheese is made.
I know, we miss our dog.
Okay, good morning. Welcome to the farm. My name is Jan. I'm a farmer. That's my wife. I make you out and then they break. You know, when you get pregnant, so also when you can try to find the nipple of the mother. Later we bring them down to the nursery and the mother she's strong purpose. I have a lot of flies, they go inside here.
Come say hi.
When they are born, we bring them here for us. It's inside the moment to check is it male or is it female. That's every it's female. And sometimes it's yes. Sometimes.
Wow.
Straight from the cows will come through these tubes into this tub. We fill it all the way to the edge with 1,600 gallons of milk. We'll add two things. One is rennet to make milk become thicker. Second are the whole cheese. That is for the flavor of the cheese, and that is what makes it Gouda cheese. Or Gouda, but we have that, so yeah. We have right now 4 knives, which are cutting the thick milk, and it will separate into 2 parts. A greenish liquid called whey and cheese curds. We don't have any use for the liquid, so we're gonna be pumping that out in a bit. And the passage goes to our neighbor. He owns pigs, he mixes it with flour. Pigs love to eat it. Maybe you've also heard of whey powder or protein powder made of the liquid. And then we'll pump out the remaining whey, and we have 1 big cheese over there in the corner. We'll cut it into square forms, and those square forms are going to go into round cheese molds. This is a small one, 5 pounds. We make them from 1 pound on up until 34 pounds. This is 4 to 5. We'll put the cheeses underneath the press so the cheese curds go in, and we press out the remaining whey. There are small holes in here, and there's a net in here so we can lift the cheese out in one piece without breaking it too much. Yep. And also it gives the cheese a nice round edge at the bottom.
Very short, so we have to be careful.
Short knife. So the cheese pieces are gonna go in here, lid goes on, walnuts and walnuts. And maybe you've never heard of fenugreek, but that is the English name, and that's what so fenugreek is also aged by walnut, and it's actually more popular than a walnut.
Once a day class where she does
Twice.
You do it
And
twice.
this is the second batch today already. The first batch is already in the Rhine. It's like buttermilk, yogurts, and cream. Yeah. Okay. And I think we're gonna go to the next part. I'm gonna pull my do our job.
Yeah, I'm still doing our working very hard. I will around you.
So 1 full tub of milk equals 1 full cake of cheese. 600 calories.
Well, being a professional cheese eater, This tour was very interesting, seeing the entire process. And we finished the tour and went to the store and bought some to take home. And now it's on to our next stop.
And now we are going via that bridge.
Normally you must walk from here.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Aardig in de buurt weer. Alles nog lekker, zwaar?
Ik wil naar 2 meter. Dan kan wat op.
Pretty cool mountain. Look at all the plants.
It's amazing.
Well, it was quite a full day. We toured the windmills of Kinderdijk, we went to the dairy farm and sampled some cheese, and then toured through the town of Gorkum. And now we're headed back to the dock to board the beautiful Viking Air. Our next stop on the Rhine River will be the city of Cologne, and that will be our next episode. So remember, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in Cologne.